Tell us about the development of the linear world, linear optimization, what you're doing and what that looks like and where it's going.
Yeah, so a couple of things. First of all, there's really never been, if we talk about traditional linear television, not digital per se, you're starting to see technologies come online in that world that do look and behave more like digital, right? So take just ad serving, for example. The concept of ad serving has never existed in linear television, that sophistication. It's been more of a scheduling exercise, right? FreeWheel happens to be an ad server which understands the concept of a schedule, and we're working with a number of kind of major players in the industry so that they can take advantage of the sophistication that happens to sit in our ad server and apply that in linear environments. That provides the publisher first with pretty meaningful improvements in just their own yield. Or another way to say that is their own ability to use their inventory to drive more value for marketers. And it's a first step to connecting their linear inventory with their digital inventory. So you have the ability to run one campaign holistically across your entire footprint if you're a publisher. Most publishers today, especially after a wave of consolidation, are managing many screens and many brands. And this gives them the ability to kind of pull that all together on behalf of a marketer. That, of course, again, gives the marketer what they're looking for, which is less duplication and waste in the media that they do buy.
Dave, let's talk about addressability for a minute. You guys are very involved. We've been talking about this for some years.
Yeah.
A lot of progress. Tell us about the initiative here and with your partners in making addressability work.
I think the biggest initiative for us is one we call On Addressability, which is led out of Comcast by Marcy and Jenks, who's my boss. The idea there was that addressable capabilities aren't really valuable to the industry until a marketer can run an addressable campaign across, call it 70% of American homes, if we're just talking about the US. And that there's no one distributor that has that number of homes, so they have to work together to create standards that put the marketer in the position to be able to do that. So Comcast decided to take a leadership position. There's really no industry body you can turn to and say, hey, get us all organized. So Comcast decided to take a leadership position together with Charter and Cox to start, and now some other distributors, to sort of lay out the standards and the approach to a programmer enablement of addressable. And that's very, very exciting. The technology itself, that allows us to insert in an addressable fashion, whether that's household addressable or device addressable, is pretty much there. There's a little bit of inconsistency amongst the different distributors in exactly how that works, but not much. It's pretty much there. The question is again, is everything else? The operational standards, the ease of transaction, the measurement, the distributor programmer relationship, those sorts of things that there needs to be some alignment across the industry and some standards created so that a holistic kind of proposition can be brought to the marketplace.
So where do we stand? What would you think is a roadmap of deliverables around addressable?
So there's literally a playbook, an on-addressable playbook, which is accessible to anybody who wants it. That is also iterative, so we're adding to it all the time. That's meant more for programmers and distributors who are wondering what are the steps that I need to take to kind of set this all up. Part of it, though, also is how does this capability and its value get presented to buyers in the marketplace, and so that's something that's also kind of being worked through. There are a number of pilots being run, for example, that give sort of buyers a better sense, a more sort of visceral sense of the value here, and they're and within, certainly within distributors' footprints, for a while there's been, addressable sales, right? So people get a sense there. It's really about how do you connect it across the whole industry. That's kind of the next step, right?
And Dave, finally, being at Publicis on October 22nd, what do you hope the buying community takes away from this crazy world of advanced TV that we've been talking about for so many years, the state of things? What do you hope they take away?
Yeah, I think my hope is that they take away two things. One is it's real, that the future of advanced television is finally here, and it's time to get engaged. And two, that it's enormously valuable. There's new capabilities coming online which will enable new use cases, allow marketers to do new things with television that they hadn't done before, maybe even bring in new types of marketers and advertisers into the TV space that maybe had been more comfortable, kind of more lower funnel. And I think that, if you're a Publicis or any ad agency, that's really exciting. It gives you a new role to help clients navigate the potential of this.